Most MRT rides are uneventful. Packed trains, the usual announcements, maybe a sleepy commuter or two. But for one Singaporean woman, her journey on the East-West line turned to a viral moral dilemma. Why? Because a man with incredibly strong body odor sat right beside her, and she wasn't sure whether to flee or endure. Eunice Tan, 25, took to TikTok to share her ordeal in a video that quickly gained traction. She had just found an empty seat and was enjoying her ride when she realized she was surrounded by what she described as a very criminal smell. It wasn't just a whiff. It was the kind of odor that clings to your soul. But when she turned to see who it was, she noticed something else. The man looked exhausted, wearing a stained, damp uniform that suggested he had a rough day. And that's when the internal debate started. Should she leave and risk making the man feel embarrassed? Or should she stay out of empathy, even if it meant suffering through the next 8 stops in silence? Eunice said she tried her best to keep a poker face, using every facial muscle to avoid showing discomfort. Her reason? The man seemed like he just wanted a quiet ride home. It wasn't the first time Eunice had to deal with unpleasant smells on the MRT. She recalled another ride where she caught a strong fart and made eye contact with the suspected culprit before walking away. But this time, she hesitated. She didn't want to make things worse for someone who was clearly already having a bad day. As she put it, yes, he smelled like fermented century eggs and vinegar, but he was just quietly resting like everyone else. Unable to decide, Eunice turned to the internet for help. In the middle of the train ride, she posted on TikTok, asking her followers, "Okay, help, I have 8 more stops. Should I stand up? Dambudan?" She even joked about adopting new breathing techniques inspired by the anime Demon Slayer, naming her tactic the 5th form, fermented armpit repellent breathing. Comments flooded in, with many netizens applauding her endurance. One said Tanjiro from Demon Slayer would be proud, while another joked, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Eunice replied that the smell was probably strong enough to finish her off. Others likened her experience to a toxic relationship. If it intoxicates you, leave. In the end, Eunice decided to stay put for all 8 stops. No drama, no fuss. Just a quiet act of kindness, or maybe tolerance. She later reflected that she wouldn't want to go through that again, but with Singapore's packed MRTs, this probably won't be her last test of endurance. So, what would you do in this situation? Would you quietly power through out of empathy, or would you prioritize your own comfort and make a move? If you are still watching this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230.